This is a new segment that I'm introducing called Hot Take. And I got the idea from other podcasts. They do hot takes. I really want to get more into giving my opinion about stuff, and commenting on like the social aspects of the entertainment industry. So, hot take, I did a poll on Instagram and I asked people, what should we talk about? Should we talk about Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez, and the Kelsey situation, toxic beauty trends, 5-year foreign and Asian doll, or something else? And if you chose something else, you should have DM'd me. The person who voted for that didn't even send me anything, so they vote don't even count. But yeah, this is new, so y'all bear with me. I meant to like type something out, but hopefully this comes out better raw. So Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez, and Kelsey Harris. My thoughts on this situation. And I have my little hourglass here. Hold on, that probably made hella noise. I have my little hourglass here, this 5-minute timer. Let me try to keep them real short. So now that everything is out with the whole Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez, and Kelsey situation, I'm feeling like a lot of people were revealed as far as friends and family. None of my friends and family though. Nobody was like bashing Megan Thee Stallion. I think what was interesting was the fact that everybody was so hell-bent on finding a reason for her to have been justifiably shot, and that part is what's really scary, because at the end of the day, whether you agree with her lifestyle or not, her reckless behaviors, and she did have some, like being promiscuous, sleeping with multiple dudes, and then there's the issue of the liquor, drinking too much, and we've heard she's not the nicest drunk. Regardless of all of that though, do those things really justify somebody being shot and almost having their life taken away? Those are not like life threatening things, For me as a Black woman and in the entertainment space, I can resonate a lot with Megan Thee Stallion because I've been in situations where I felt very unprotected. And even though it wasn't to the level of Megan Thee Stallion almost losing her life and getting shot by people she thought were her friends or people she thought she could be safe around, even though it wasn't that crazy, it was still like, this is very much a boys' club, and this is very much an industry that does not value women's input, their lives. They just don't. And then when you look at the kind of music that's coming out from the community anyway, like the rap community, it's a lot of misogynor, is that the word? Misogynists, and who don't respect women and don't value women. And then in the music, nobody values life in general, but the music is promoting promiscuity and using people and stepping on people to get ahead and being all about the bag. And so, yeah, my thoughts on this whole Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez, Kelsey Harris situation. I don't care. I think it's real petty for Kelsey to have suddenly had amnesia going up on the stand when, remember on social media, it was like, yeah, we're going to have our day in court and the truth is going to come out. Regardless of how angry you are as somebody, here's where I hate the Black culture of no snitching, right? Because even Megan Thee Stallion didn't snitch. It was the state that picked up the case against Tory Lanez. Megan wasn't even trying to do nothing. She was just trying to forget about it, honestly, which I think is a mistake as well. We as women, and I've been in an abusive situation where the friend of the guy I was dating, this man pushed me, stopped me from calling 911, stole my phone, almost ran over me. And after all of that, only one of his friends was really trying to help me. And even then he was like, please don't call the cops because you know what they do to Black men. And that's very irritating because it's like the person who I thought was supposed to protect me, they are the ones who is putting me in danger. And now I'm being told that the next step to go, because I don't have any family that lives here with me. The next step is to go the police route. But to be told, oh, you know how they do us, and trying to relate to me like, you know how they do Black people, trying to relate to me as if, there's some bigger picture, but this Black man is the reason why I'm in this situation. This Black man has caused me harm and I need protection, and none of you are trying to protect me. So when it comes to like this whole Megan Thee Stallion situation, that part really hurts my heart, and I relate to her because I've been in a similar situation where not to say people didn't believe me, but I needed some protection, and people were trying to make me seem like I was crazy for wanting to protect myself and wanting to take action to keep myself safe. So when it comes to this whole like no snitching culture that's in the Black community, I really hate it, because y'all know at the end of the day, if it was somebody that you were close to who got shot, you would want to know who did it. And if nobody told you who did it, wouldn't you be really pissed off? I know I would be. So yeah, I'm really mad at Megan, honestly, for not wanting to report it. I know how scary it is, and I know, well, I don't exactly know how she would have been affected professionally, but for me, I'm working on standing up for myself. That would have been an opportunity for her to stand up for herself. If she felt like nobody else was protecting her, especially that night, she didn't protect herself because she chose not to press charges. That might get under some people's skin, but as Black women, it really feels like nobody is going to protect us. So we have to do what's best for us. That's what Kelsey thought she was doing, but she really wasn't protecting anybody other than herself, I guess. But I heard she could still get brought up on perjury charges for not following through with the terms of what's that called? The terms of I don't know. She made like a deal or something. To plead the fifth, so she wouldn't have to like incriminate herself. But the terms were that she had to speak about the events of that night, and she didn't. So the point I was making with that is she thought she was protecting herself, but really she's making it worse for herself in the future too. Tory Lanez, I don't really care about him. Justice is served. No, she was shot. She was definitely shot. But he was being reckless by, the gun is registered in his name. It was not secured. How did what's her name know the location of the gun in the car? I don't know. There's just a lot of things that piss me off. But the main thing that I relate to when it comes to this whole Megan Thee Stallion situation is Black women just have to do a better job of protecting ourselves, and nobody else. Literally, it feels like nobody else is going to do it. And don't let anybody make you feel bad for protecting yourself and doing what's going to protect your life and allow you to move on, allow you to keep living, you know what I mean, in peace. Don't just brush it under, because that's going to cause anxiety, and nobody's going to stand up for you if you don't stand up for yourself. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox on that one, because my little timer is done. What is this, a 5-minute timer? Yeah, it's a 5-minute timer. I went over my 5 minutes, but yeah.